Hello everyone, for today's video I wanted to do my sort of summer makeup look, and let me just grab it here. One of my favourite things to wear during the summer is a bright orange lip, and I'm going to be using my Clinique Chubby Stick and Tens and Heftiest Hibiscus, which is a beautiful bright orange. And I just wanted to make a look around this one today, and let's get started. I have already moisturised my skin and I used my NYX First Base Primer Spray today because I'm still trying this out. And for my foundation I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown Stick Foundation. If I'm looking over here it's just to get the product. But I do want to spot conceal with my NYX. But I do want to do a bit of colour correcting, and this is my Urban Decay Naked Skin Colour Correcting Fluid in green. So I'm just going to dot this on any of those areas and I'm going to blend that out. And I'm just going to grab my sponge and just gently pat that over the skin. Now that I've given myself a green beard and I look kind of ridiculous, I'm going to go in with my Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation Stick and I just draw that on my face. And I'm going to again just use the sponge and just dab that over to blend it in. I weirdly enough feel like I look a bit green. Hopefully that doesn't translate on camera. But before I go in with my concealer, I'm under my eyes because I don't really feel like I need to conceal anywhere else on my face. I'm going to go in with a cream blush. This is from Topshop. I'm just going to use a buffing brush from Real Techniques. I will then be going in with my concealer. I brought two here because I'm having issues with this. I don't really love the NYX HD one because it really oxidizes orange on me. This is how it looks now, and it looks like it's going to be light enough to match me. But I also have what was my favourite concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Fair. And this too now has started oxidizing. And I have no idea why. I know they changed the packaging. That's the Maybelline one at the bottom there. I know they changed the packaging, but I wasn't really aware that they changed the formula, and it oxidizes orange on me. Both of these do. You can probably see they have changed. They're going a bit darker on the edges there. I'm stuck with no concealer, so I'm going to apply one underneath each eye just to sort of alternate and see, because I have no idea what to do with this anymore. And I am going to bake, so hopefully that will help brighten and lighten it a little bit. But just to see if there's any one of them that oxidizes less than the other. And you can also see it looks a lot darker than my actual foundation, and I never had that issue before. So I have no idea if this is just a mispackage or whatever, because this used to match me. Now it is like 3 shades too dark. And I'm going to do the next one on the other eye. And you can see it pretty well. They look okay underneath the eyes. They are both a bit peachy. But they oxidize like crazy on me and I have no idea why. So I have brought my Real Technique sponge. I'm going to blend this in because I find that I can't really get the XO Beauty sponge underneath my eyes. At least not as close to my eyes as I would like. So I'm just going to bring this one. I'm just going to blend that in. I'm just going to set it with my loose powder and sort of half bake before any of them has the chance to oxidize. I always tap out extra underneath my eyes to avoid creasing. And I'm just going to place that underneath my eyes. I'm just going to bring this powder anywhere where I want a little bit of brightening, so the centre of my face and below on my jawline. So I'm curious, do you have any good concealers for really fair skin? I've been thinking about the Tarte Shape Tape, but is it any good? I've heard a lot of good things about it, but how pale does the shades run? Because I've never had any Tarte foundation or stuff like that. And I've also been thinking a bit about the Kat 1D, the new. What are they called? I think it's the Locket Tattoo Creme Concealers or something like that. if they are any good. And I'm also just going to quickly set the rest of my face with my Rimmel Clear Complexion. And I'm also going to use this brush and a little bit of this powder just to kick away any excess powder that collects underneath my eyes. I'm going to fill in my brows using my MAC Wedge eyeshadow, and I'm going to alternate with my Real Techniques brow brush. I think this is the brow brush. It's the brow brush. And this is an H&M one, which has a spoolie on one end and a really thin one on the other side. I'm going to start with the Real Techniques, and I'm just going to brush some colour through my brows. So I just finished my brows and I set them with my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. I'm now going to prime my eyes with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. And I'm going to do a very simple eye look today, but I do still want to prime them. For my eyes, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells palette. I'm going to take the white brow bone colour on my brow bone and in the inner corner as a highlight. And I'm going to apply the pink eyelid colour all over the lid. And I'm just going to use the same brush for that, because why add in more brushes than you need? I want to put a bit of this on. This is just a pink cream shadow. I'm just going to pop that just on the lid, just to give that eyelid colour a bit of something to cling to. Because the Painterly Paint Pot dries down completely matte and non-transfer, but this stays a little bit sticky for longer, so that the eyeshadow has a bit something to cling to. Now I can pop the eyelid colour on, and I'm just using, as I said, the same brush, and I'm just going to press that over the top. And then I'm just going to take the pink eyelid colour under the eyes. I haven't put any of the cream shadow underneath there because I want this to be a little bit more soft. And then I'm going to go into the middle shade, and I'm just going to gently pop a tiny bit of that through the crease. And I'm going to bring in a different brush to blend. I'm just going to place the colour where I want it. And I don't want this to be like super deep or dark. I just want to give a bit of definition to the eye. I'm also going to place a little bit of this colour on my outer corner. Again, just to give the eyes a bit of depth. I'm just going to grab a brush, and this is a Colourpop one, and I'm just going to blend the edges. And then I'm going to take a tiny bit of this Milani colour Shadow Ice in Almond Cream on the lower lash line, just to open up the eye a little bit. I will then be curling my lashes and applying my Tarte Lights Camera Splashes. Back to the face, I'm going to take my Body Shop bronzer. I've got barely anything left in here. And I'm going to use a sculpting brush, and I do want to bronze up my skin, but I don't want to look super bronzed. So I'm just going to pop this at the hollows and the back of the cheek. And I really like this brush because I feel like it applies and blends the product at the same time. So I really like it. I'm then going to take a bigger, fluffier brush. So this is the blush brush, also from Real Techniques. And without picking up too much here, I'm going to take a little bit of this just through the hairline and on the forehead. So I'm just going to blend that out. And for my highlighter, I'm going to use my Maybelline Master Highlight in light bronze. It's funny. And I'm going to use a Real Techniques fan brush. And I'm just going to pop that onto the top of the cheek. And this is a very golden highlight, so I might have to tone it down because it can be a bit too dark on me, but we'll see. Popping that on, and this is a really nice, intense, glowy highlight, and I like it a lot. And then to the star of the show, I'm going to pop on my Clinique Chubby Stick Intense and Heftiest Hibiscus, which is this beautiful orange. And I do love me an orange lip. I did a very similar look to this with a glossy version of an orange lip, and this is the Loreal Caresse. I think it's the gloss balm stain type thing. This is in the shade 200, which is Princess. And this is just, it's a sort of bright orange as well, but this is super, super glossy. And if you want to see how that looks, I will have a picture on my blog. But I love this colour from Clinique. I think it's beautiful. And I can't wait to wear this a lot this summer. So if there are any videos you want to see, or if there's any looks you want me to do leave them in the comments below, and do also tell me if there's any sort of particular makeup look or lip colour, eyeshadow colour, anything that you are looking forward to wearing this summer. For me, it's definitely this one, and I can't wait, and I will see you again with a new video very, very soon.